We're watching Joy Reid live. She's doing a tremendous job.
And not even a normal mess. It's a fascistic
It's a great show.
mess.
Who wouldn't want to watch this?
The big news tonight will be Joy Reid's final show on MSNBC. Single tear, white woman tears happening right here, Joy. She was officially fired over the weekend because she's a racist, horrible news anchor with no ratings.
So let me just say to Megyn Kelly, in my 30-some years as a journalist and my 50-some years as a person of color, go f*** yourself. Okay?
Boy, this is just getting better and better. And let the liberal tears continue to flow. Well, the saga continues with the liberal tears consistently flowing. And just like clockwork, they're already hollering racism.
MSNBC has bent the knee to the Trump regime. Take a look at all the people that they fired from MSNBC this week. What do they all have in common? I can't quite put my finger on it. MSNBC is supposed to be the liberal station, and yet they're doing this. Please take a second to watch what Rachel Maddow, who still has a show on the channel, had to say about it.
In all of the jobs I have had, in all of the years I have been alive, there is no colleague for whom I have had more affection and more respect than Joy Reid. I love everything about her. I have learned so much from her. I have so much more to learn from her. I do not want to lose her as a colleague here at MSNBC. And personally, I think it is a bad mistake to let her walk out the door. It is not my call, and I understand that, but that's what I think. I will tell you, it is also unnerving to see that on a network where we've got two, count them, two non-white hosts in primetime, both of our non-white hosts in primetime are losing their shows, as is Katie Fang on the weekend. And that feels worse than bad, no matter who replaces them. That feels indefensible, and I do not defend it.
Also, just for fun, here's the portrait I did of Joy Ann Reid as part of my Shiro series a couple years ago.
They're pulling the racism card because Joy Reid got fired, got canned from MSDNC. No one wants to talk about all the racist rhetoric and all the divisive stuff that she used to say out her mouth on national TV. She used to make me blush, and I'm black. She used to make me uncomfortable in my skin with some of the stuff that she used to say. So here we are like clockwork. They're already hollering racism. And this time, I want to point something out. If it's racism and they got rid of her because she's black and the other clown, the gay dude, then why are they replacing them with two more black folks right here? Y'all see it, Simon Sanders? Y'all remember her with Charlamagne the Devil show? He went on that whatever show he has on Comedy Central with Kamala Harris when she zoomed in and they act like they had mic problems. And she said, is everything all right? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Charlamagne? And Charlamagne said, oh, yeah, she can hear me. She can hear me. Like people are dumb and we can't figure out that she was shielding and playing defense for Kamala because Kamala has no brain, don't have no kind of substance to come out of her mouth. And then this clown, he's replacing Joy Reid's racist show on air. But there was something else I wanted to point out. This is a New York Post article. You can go and find it. In December, Nielsen Media Research revealed that Reid had lost almost half her viewers since the election of Trump. Boy, that Trump effect is off the chain, boy. Woo! With MSDNC seeing a whopping 53% drop in primetime viewership following November 5th results before rebounding somewhat in the 4 weeks following the presidential inauguration. And somehow this woman was getting paid. I don't know how she was getting paid, but somehow she was getting paid $3 million. She is not worth $3 million. She did not get fired because of no racism whatsoever.
So many of you have probably heard that Miss Joy Reid's show was canceled by MSNBC. Well, her friend Rachel Maddow came on and stated that the reason why she was fired was because of her skin color. Now, that's far from the truth. So let me give Miss Joy Reid some insight on why she was fired from MSNBC, coming from a nobody. Every single time I watch her show, This woman exudes hate. Not only hate, for some odd reason, Miss Joy Reid seems to think that she is still living in the segregation days. She is oppressed beyond her wildest dreams. Every single subject she has spoken on has been in a subjective manner and never on an objective one. So the fact that she is stating, or her friend Miss Rachel Meadows stating, that she was fired because of her skin color, I don't think so. She is in one of the most protected class in the nation. The reason why you got fired, Miss Joy Reid, was the fact that you brought no value to your viewers. You brought racism, and that's about it. And to be honest with you, the only value you brought was for yourself, and that was self-entitlement. That's it.
But we got Megyn Kelly. I'm going to play you guys the video here in a second. Before I do that, if it's your first time on the channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe and the notification bell so you get notified every time I put out some more mean tweet commentary, aka fire and brimstone commentary. All I do is mean tweet commentary. Trump, they didn't like his mean tweets. All I do is mean tweet commentary. Sorry for the blooper. But here we are with Megyn Kelly with some mean tweet commentary. They're saying, man, Megyn Kelly is a misogynist. Megyn Kelly is racist. She's being mean to Joy Reid because Joy Reid got canned and fired. No, she's dishing it back because Joy Reid was racist, and she has to have some form of accountability and face up to her own doing, man. This is her own demise. It was just a matter of time, which is why everybody is reporting on it. So I want to play a couple clips on Megyn Kelly, and then we're going to go into Don Lemon fingers. So here we go. Megyn Kelly talking about Joy Reid. This is her last episode, and boy, does she not disappoint.
The big news tonight will be Joy Reid's final show on MSNBC. Single tear, white woman tears happening right here, Joy.
And I have to put breaks in so I don't get copyrights. The significance of her saying white tears, Joy Reid is crying liberal black tears because Joy Reid was known for saying white men tears, white women tears, Karen tears. So it's only right, and I love the fact that Megyn Kelly is dishing it back. And I think that more of you white folks should be doing that. Stop being soft and trying to placate around and you know, speak your mind. Don't let these people bully you in the corner and try to holler, you're racist, when they're the ones that be being racist, man. This is coming from me, man. I'm telling y'all. Let me run that back.
The big news tonight will be Joy Reid's final show on MSNBC. Single tear, white woman tears happening right here, Joy.
I love it.
She's officially fired over the weekend because she's a racist, horrible news anchor with no ratings. And that's really been the truth for a long time. MSNBC's under new management, and I guess they decided to come to grips with reality.
Facts. That is, I just showed y'all the stats from the article. They did research, 53% drop. It's her merit. Her show sucks. Her viewer, all she did was Trump bash. And I love that. That's mean tweet commentary. I love Megyn Kelly is just dishing it out. She was a racist.
The truth is, this is very sad news for us, as she's provided so much material over the years. I feel the way I felt when Brian Stelter got fired, but he came back, and you never know. I'm sure Joy Reid will wind up doing something where we will continue to get to respond.
She's going to go try to do what Don Lemon does, probably come up with her own little podcast or something and try to make her YouTube, maybe do some man on the street and get bodied by the American citizens because they think that everybody thinks like them. They no longer have that teleprompter in front of them.
To her absolutely insane POV.
So I'm going to go into another clip of Megyn Kelly before I do Don Lemon. So check it out.
People say, like, oh, you shouldn't celebrate when somebody loses their job. Well, who says I can't? I am celebrating. She deserves it.
I'm celebrating too, and yes, she does deserve it.
She never should have been on there to begin with. She's talentless. Honestly, she makes her talent, so-called talent, is being a racist on TV. That's her talent.
Gosh, she's spitting that mean tweet commentary, y'all.
She'll say the most incendiary, nasty things possible about whites and blacks who are conservative.
Facts. Look how they doing us right now. The Jamal Bryant a fake pastor behind the pulpit in church calling us coon spooks and runaway slaves. I mean, you can't make it up, and she's one of them.
That's the main criterion. If you're white, doesn't matter your politics stripe, she doesn't like you. If you're a black person who's conservative, she hates you even more than she hates the whites. Clarence Thomas is one. I mean, anybody who pipes up as a black conservative is the enemy to Joy Reid. We checked in just to see if, has she changed at all?
She hasn't changed at all.
What happened on her most episode? So we went to Friday just to pull a clip.
Before I have her pull the clip, you got to realize Megyn Kelly is the GOAT. She called this 3 months ago saying that Joy Reid is going to get canned. I've been calling it for a long time now. I knew that at some point she was next. Joy Reid was next, and it's just so glorious now. But let's see what this clip is.
And take a look at this one. This is Wajahat Ali, who is also a terrible person, who was part of that infamous
They being racist.
panel with Don Lemon about the Republicans and their maps, and they're so stupid. So here he is now, this time with Joy Reid and what would maybe be her ultimate or penultimate show.
Every community has what I call their chickens for Colonel Sanders. So what I want to tell the Byron Donalds, and every community's got a Donald. I got a Cash Patel. We got a Nimrata, but we got a Haley. We all got them. All right.
That's some racist shit, man. Can you imagine if somebody white was saying this? Why do they think that this is acceptable? And that's just why we have to keep destroying this narrative that black people can't be racist or other people of higher, darker shade can't be racist. That we have to kill this stuff because this is what they're doing. It's wrong.
What I want to say is this. They'll never love you. They'll never love you. No matter what you do, they'll never love you. You can never wipe out that brown or black skin.
Do you guys think that I'm doing this because I think that I'm trying to gain some type of love from y'all? I'm probably worse than you guys. I'm not looking for no validation from anybody. Trust me, this is me actually toned down on this social media. If you was in person, I'm off the chain. These people have no clue.
She's shaking her head up and down as he's saying it. You can't be a Republican if you're Byron Donalds.
Just racist. So now what I want to do is I want to go into old Don Lemon Fingers. I cannot believe Don Lemon Fingers, of all people, he got an RIP tombstone next to him too because he got canned. He's just trying to stay relevant. But of all people, before I go into this, Don Lemon Fingers, what, and they say allegedly, no. Okay. What would provoke you to stick your hands down your pants and then shove them in some man's face? Anyway, this is Don Lemon Fingers triggered over Megyn Kelly's mean tweet commentary.
So let me just say to Megyn Kelly, in my 30-some years as a journalist and my 50-some years as a person of color, go fuck yourself.
That's that fire and brimstone commentary, y'all.
Okay?
I guess that's him throwing shade. If you notice the cup says the Megyn Kelly show.
I usually don't like to talk about her because she's one of those people, she thrives on it. She has built the second part of her career on being a troll. So
what do you think he's been doing? He was trolling all this time until he got canned and fired, and he's still going to get trolled even after this.
This is what Megyn Kelly said about Joy Reid, right? And remember, Joy Reid is a woman, Megyn Kelly is a woman. She's supposed to be all about women and, supports women. Okay, so this is what she said. Remember when Joy Reid laughingly mocked white women tears as pathetic and offensive to her? Who's crying now, Joy? Good riddance to the absolute worst person on television, and shame on NBC for letting it go on this long.
Facts. So now she's shedding black liberal tears. Black liberal tears. Put it in the comments. Black liberal tears.
On this long. And she has she is an axe to grind when it comes to MSNBC. And also, this whole, she's racist, right? It's just, I'm going to give you the evidence. Supposedly learned from it and then spent every day after apologizing for it and being fired for it, then spent every day proving the point that she is a racist.
She ain't no racist. She's giving y'all mean tweet commentary. She's calling y'all, she's reading y'all. In y'all's words, she's reading you. Don Lemon Fingers.
and not very supportive of women. If you look, all you have to do, the evidence is in her Google.
Joy Reid ain't supportive of them either. She campaigned and shilled for the same party that wants men to compete against women's sports. She campaigned for the same party that wants to kill the child in the womb. That don't sound like somebody that backs women to me. Joy Reid is evil.
Google search and what she says about women, how she calls them out all the time.
What is Don Lemon-Fingers griping on about? Check him out.
The worst person. No, Megyn Kelly, the worst person on television was fired from NBC.
No, the worst persons with an S, plural, was fired from CNN. That's your Don Lemon-Finger, shitty-hand Lemon-Fingers. You got fired, Don Lemon-Finger. You were one of the worst. And now the queen bee of all racists, the worst person on television, should have never been on television ever. And just like Megyn Kelly said, I can't believe it went on this long, was JoyLess Reid.
In the Today Show a few years ago, and that's Megyn Kelly. That's the worst person who's not on television anymore, is you.
Boy, he is triggered. He is so triggered.
That's the worst person who's not on television. So hoorah for that. NBC did something good with that.
Anyway, so as y'all know, they're triggered and they're upset because Megyn Kelly's giving them that mean tweet commentary and reading them and calling them for what they are. Joy Reid, we all know it, was one of the most racist people on television, man. Literally one of the most racist people on television. And I'm so happy that she's off. As I said in other videos, I am a bit of in a conundrum. Like Megyn Kelly said, we're going to miss beating up on her because she just delivered unlimited content for us to react on. And I'm sure we will still get more. But why I'm in a conundrum is there's no way to measure the amount of efforts from her spewing her rhetoric out of her mouth on national TV. How many Americans she was able to sway to come on to our side. How many Americans that just got tired of the Trump deranged syndrome, bashing, the racist BS that came out of her mouth. She swayed so many Americans, there's no way to measure it. She 100% played a major part in Trump getting reelected. 100, I can hands down, Joy Reid helped Trump get reelected. So people like that, when they take them off the air, yes, it's funny. We're going to clown them all the way till they jump off the damn bridge. But in a way, I kind of want them to keep her on there so she can continue to keep doing what she's doing so that we can keep winning elections. I needed them to keep spewing this so that we can win this next midterm coming up and get more seats in the Senate and more seats in the House. So anyway, I want to know what y'all's thoughts are. I don't want to make the video too long. I appreciate you watching it this far. Y'all know what time it is, man. I appreciate y'all elevating my voice to where it is today. And it's taken me to places that I never dreamed that I would be and meet some of the coolest people I've ever met. And it's all because of you guys, man. Simply commenting and viewing and liking my posts, man. Keep doing it. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. With that being said, it's your boy, Craig Long 45. You can't make this shit up. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, oi.